Oh, 56 hard in the wall. Looks like we're going to stay green. Oh,
they got a spin.
95 around, 33 hard into the inside wall.
Oh, they're wrecking up front. 93, Ricky Johnson's around, collects a 30, the 59, the 30, I already said the 30. Oh,
They're still wrecking.
Oh my god, the 22 of Jason San Diego, damn it. Oh my word.
Turn 3 and 4.
Side, they fly for turn 3 and 4.
It's 66 now. Oh, they're 3 wide.
Oh, Joe, who's
3.
there?
I don't know. They're 3 wide through the tri-oval. It's a felt there at the yellow flag. For the lead, the 77 goes to the inside, doesn't have the run there. Goes back outside, he's going to try to have the momentum through turns 3 and 4. Peaks to the inside, it's going to be a drag race down the front straightaways. Calabol's around!
It's going to be at the line, it's so close! Merslack wins it!
Don't think. Oh, he got really close. He's going to look to the inside. Oh, they make contact! Oh my god! Joseph Weaver! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the Excel Racing Shootout here from the wonderful Daytona International Speedway Backstretch Short Track. As always, folks, I'm your host, Joe Towinski. Alongside me tonight, Mr. Ricky Collette. Ricky, we have a treat for the JTN fans at home tonight.
Oh, we do, Joe. We're back here at Daytona International Speedway, but this week we're not running the 2.5 miler here or even the road course. We're running the oval on the backstretch.
It's a unique layout, a flat track, which always proves to be challenging here in NASCAR Racing 2003 season, and you got some modifieds out on the track. You got a lot of experienced guys, all pole winners, except for one here that qualified last week in the dash race to make your way into tonight's Excel Racing Shootout. But Ricky, without further ado, why don't you take us through tonight's starting lineup?
All right, with pleasure, Joe. Starting tonight, tonight should be starting with 9 drivers in our field here. And starting on pole will be the 00 of Chris Rogers. In second will be Kyle Lawson in the 6th car. Mike Rogers in the 11 will be starting third, with the 17 of Corey Rogers alongside him. In the 5th spot will be Steve Rogers in the 12. 6th spot goes to Nick Rogers in the 22 tonight. And alongside him will be the 79 of Brian Depior. And then starting 9th tonight, rounding out the field, will be the 53 of Ryan Rogers.
Well, folks, there's a lot of Rogers in this league. Well, as the night goes on, we'll take you through all the family relations, but so happy you're joining us for tonight's race. 9 drivers. It's an exclusive field here tonight on JTN, and that means you're going to see some great racing action. You'll see sponsors up in the upper right of your screen, some different ones up there. Right now, SJR Motorsports is part of the Excel Racing League, so you'll see them ticking across with all of our normal JTN sponsors throughout tonight. Make sure you look them up, check them out after the race, and we'll have those links for you. We'll have those links for you in the description after the broadcast. This bright pink machine of Michael Rogers, winner of the Dano Skins Dash last week, to get into tonight's shootout, Ricky. That's got to be a confidence booster at the start of a season.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And you really need, you're gonna really need to be racing with confidence here. This track is a brutal one, Joe. It's very, as we said, it's very flat, very low speed in these corners, but on the same ground, it's very tight. You want to be hooked to that low line like it owes you money. There's no bank in here to help you. It's going to very much be a one-lane racetrack here, a lot of bumping and scraping, and you're going to need to muster all the confidence you can to muscle your way through the field here.
Well, a guy that's not going to have to muscle his way through the field tonight, you talked about, he drew the pole position. Chris Rogers in this 00 Captain Ralph's Seafood Safari Chevy. Chris is the league admin owner, so I wonder if maybe he had you might have known which bottle had the pole position in it. And Ricky won't speculate.
1 second here, Joe. I'm getting contacts from the ear here. 1 second.
But continuing to watch on as happy hour is ticking on down. You see the whole layout of this track. Short track, we're running about 18-second, high 18s, low 19-second laps, so they are going to go away fast. It's 2x on the tire wear and fuel consumption. Tires are going to be the big concern tonight here. Again, it's a flat track. It is going to wear those tires out very, very fast, and that's going to be a big thing to watch if the guys, how well the guys can manage tires tonight. Like we might have lost Ricky there up in the booth, so we'll hopefully we'll be able to get him back once this race starts. But again, so thankful that you're joining us here tonight on JTN. Make sure you head over to our Facebook page. Give us a like if you haven't already. If you're new here to JTN, there's a plethora of racing content. We'll be back out here with the Excel Racing later on this year for a couple more events, and we're looking forward to those, and I'm sure you'll hear more and more about them in the coming weeks and months as part of our upcoming races segment presented by TWB. Sun is setting on this beautiful 2.5-mile super speedway. You see all the campers out there on the back straightaway, all the drivers down there in the turn 2 end of the track. Ricky running back into the booth after talking with officials that are getting something from Bristol, our producer. Ricky, do you have some words of wisdom for us?
Yeah, hold on tight, because this one should be a wild race. Just checking with the officials, making sure everything's all good for this race. You know, short track, they always got to make sure that they're on top of everything, and they're ready to keep everyone in line in case things get too heated tonight. Should be a big deal down there, but you know this track, it's we've seen it be quite the headline maker in past years.
Hey, that is for certain. I remember the bash at the beach. What was that? Early 2010s, right? 2010, 2011, yeah. 2012. Oh man, what a group of races you'd have on. Because Monday and Tuesday were traditionally the off days at the Speedway, where everyone went, either went home or went around. You always heard about the Cup Series guys going to Disney World and whatnot out in Orlando, but they had this bash at the beach concept. I have no idea. I know why it didn't continue, right? I think, they got rid of these grandstands on the back straightaway, of course, so that's all your seating gone. Yeah. But I just always thought they were really cool events. You got some unique racing. You got other guys race at Daytona. It's kind of like how we saw a bunch of different racing at Indianapolis for a while.
Drivers, to your cars.
But getting ready to get the show on the road here tonight. Drivers being called to their cars, Ricky, for what is sure to be a wonderful race. Again, 75 laps around this speedway. It's going to be so good. It's going to tick by, and it's going to be gone in a heartbeat. That means for these drivers, though, they're really going to have to push the issue early on to try to get to the front. They're going to be managing these Hoosier Racing tires. They're going to it's a lot on their plate, even though it's only a 75-lap race.
Yeah, that short amount of that small number of laps, Joe, that just increases the urgency here. This is gonna blow by here. These guys are really gonna have to work to make sure that they're hanging on to that position. You really don't want any setbacks tonight, and if you're in the back, you want to get up there as quick as possible, because otherwise, it's gonna get a little hairy.
Well, you heard the command to start engines. All 9 drivers got their cars fired up. A-OK Chris Rogers gonna lead them to green in this number 000 mod, and here we go. Green flag, we're racing at Daytona on the super stretch.
To the 6 of Kyle Lawson's going to have a bit of a run here going into turn 3 and 4.
Oh, we got a car around and behind.
And they keep it going, it looks like, Joe.
Officials keep it moving. That was, what was that? The 17 machine of Corey Rogers going around early on, but right now it's Kyle Lawson out front, Chris Rogers second, and moving into third.
We got another car around. The 53 is around in turn 4. It looks like a self-spin, and he has got it going again, Joe, and he is back on track.
And that's going to bring out our first yellow flag of the night. Let's get you a replay of that one, and then we'll get you a replay of the lap 1 incident.
Yeah, looks like the 53 of Ryan Rogers just kind of overcorrected a little bit, Joe. Wasn't really much to it.
He just looped it around there. Helicopter cam. Oh, did he get some help from behind from the 9 car? It looks like he might have got a little bit of help there.
Yeah, a little bit.
Then going back to the lap 1 incident here with the 17 of Chris Rogers. You see him. He's going to make some slight contact with Michael Rogers. That sends him around. But that one didn't bring out the yellow.
Yeah, it just looks like 2 different cars going for the same real estate there. You know, there's a few different ways you can take these turns. At the end of the day, you kind of... You know, there's a few different ways you can enter into that turn because the racing surface is so wide there. But it's tricky because if someone's right down on that yellow line, right down, right by the tire barriers there, then they're going to get a huge run coming in. And sometimes you just get together like that. Looks like we will be getting... nope, we're going to do one more lap here, Joe.
Well,
I think we should be getting the one to go next time by.
It's unique rules, so these guys, they'll get the green flag, but to make sure, you know, they want to do double file restarts, they're going to take an extra lap after they get the green flag from the game before they go back racing. We talk about that in the USORL where they kind of do their own cautions, Ricky, on Saturday nights. These guys doing modifying that a little bit to where they're going to let the game determine the cautions, which is why you didn't see that incident with the 17 car. So, you know, the game decided not to throw a caution there, where maybe if they were deciding to throw cautions, they would have, but nonetheless, Ricky, we'll be going back green flag racing, not this upcoming time by, but the one following.
Yeah, next time by, we'll get the
one to go.
Pace car off track here. Yeah, we'll get the one to go, and we'll get the pace car off track, we'll get that one to go. These guys will get sorted amongst themselves, and then we'll get rolling here. It'd be nice and quick. They're running about 40-second laps here under pace speed. So even these pace laps are quick here, Joe.
And they're just going to start ticking off. And you do not, if you're one of these guys that's towards the back right now, you do not want to see these caution flags because you're losing time.
Yeah, absolutely. You want this to stay green here so that you can get, you know, as much as you can out of these tires. You know, the restarts are hectic, and it's not as easy as you think getting these restarts to make your way through the field. Everyone's so close together, too, you're kind of almost liable to be in an incident if you're in the back.
Well, the flat track just poses a lot of problems, too, you know? It makes it difficult on these drivers, especially with maybe, you know, kind of judging, you know, having that spatial awareness, so we'll see how that plays out. Coming into the restart zone, Kyle Lawson with control of the start. There they go. Green flag. We're back racing from Daytona.
The 00 car is going to get a great run there going into the turn, but he's not going to have the dominant line, so he's going to lose it back to the 6 of Lawson.
Yeah, he just swung it out a little too wide there, Ricky, and that caused him to not be able to make a charge there on that 6, although getting back up to the rear Nerf bar. Back here, we got the battle, where it looks like the 5th position between the 12. Oh, the 17 in the wall!
And they keep it straight, Joe, but it looks like the 12 of Steve Rogers that just came up a little bit too much and just caught the 17 front end. We got another car. We got two cars
we got
around
more
here.
cars around towards the back.
Could be another caution.
That's going to be our 2nd yellow of the night. Let's see what happened.
53, Ryan Rogers spun around again. But I don't know if we got help on this one.
Doesn't look like it, but Ricky, I don't know if that's necessarily what the caution was. I guess it was.
I think the 53 just lost grip there. Midway through the turn.
Well, and if you looked a little farther forward, it looked like the 12 of Steve Rogers also lost grip coming off the corner. Because his car, he swerved left towards those tires to the inside.
Yeah, but you know, it's again flat track here. Very, very difficult to get those rear tires to grip up. These things have so much horsepower under them. Even those wide staggered tires really can only do so much when you're on that surface. These guys are rolling around here in 2nd gear. These cars got 4 speeds on them, but you really only need 2 of them. So you're really cranking up those RPMs coming off the turn. As you see the 17 and the 12 coming down pit road here.
And we know tires are going to be really important, so these guys taking the early gamble to come down. They also, remember, these two made contact with each other. 17 got put into the wall, so he's probably got a little bit of damage to the right side that they're just trying to get pulled out. Looks like they did so there. 12 car of Steve Rogers coming out last there. Never good when you put your nephew in the wall. The feeling that...
No, not at all, I would imagine. I wouldn't know, I'm not an uncle, but it's just a hunch.
Kyle Lawson likes what he's seeing with these yellow flag laps, giving him some more out front. They don't always ask you how you led all those laps in these races, right?
No, they just ask you how you got the checkered there. And Kyle Lawson in a good position right now. As they get the lights out in the pace car, so we'll have 2 to go here. And we'll come back around and get these guys sorted up. Be interested to see, Joe, now that the 00 of Chris Rogers has kind of gone side by side with the 6 here, does he change his strategy at all? He went up, he tried to commit pretty hard to that high line, and it didn't really pan out for him. Does he try that again, or does he try to fall in line with a 6 and then just try to take that low line?
Yeah, I don't know. See, but here's the 6 of Lawson was able to get the lead on the outside on the initial start of the race. So I think if you're Chris right now, you got to try to see if you can do the same thing here. All right, so here's our 1 to go.
That will raise the point, as we saw the 12 and the 17 came down pit road. I don't know if the 50, I think the 53 did as well. Some of these guys back here, they got 15 lap pressure tires now. Is that going to play any factor here?
Well, the 53 had to drop to the rear, too, for causing that yellow, so...
Yeah. But we know those tires are going to be, those tires are going to be worth their weight in gold here as we get further into this race. Rear tires are already not gripping up on fresh rubber. Imagine what they're going to be like on worn rubber.
I don't want to imagine that, Ricky. That's why we're up here in the booth and not down there in one of those cars. Well, here we go, down into the restart zone. Nick Lawson with control, Chris Rogers to his outside, and there it is, green flag, we're back racing from Daytona.
Chris Rogers just gets a great run going into that turn. Let's see if he can hang on to it.
Oh, the 22's around.
We are back under caution.
Well, and it looks like the 00 managed to take the lead there off the corner, so let's see what happened here with the 22 of Nick Rogers. I think, Ricky, again, it's just going to be losing grip.
Now, he got a little bit of help there, Joe. It looks like he backed up the turn, and the 6 of Michael Berner got him a little bit in that back panel.
Yeah, that
set him around. The 6 almost went for a half spin there, too.
We're getting into the back of them, and then here for the lead. Camera. Watch the 0-0. I mean, he really charged that corner, apexed it kind of, you know, not in the traditional sense, Ricky, where you kind of just, you know, you go really, you start high, swing low. He decided to start low, swing high, and then try to get a straight exit off the corner, and that got him the lead.
Yeah, that was a really impressive move there, Joe. You saw that was a very unorthodox arc that he made in that turn. It kind of swing wide after he got into the turn, but it worked out for him. Again, it's all pavement here. There's no real out of bounds, so whatever you can kind of see on surface is kind of fair game. Use that to his advantage there to kind of get a better run off the turn than the 6. It's a really impressive little piece of driving there by 0-0 Chris Rogers. Now, Kyle Lawson, we saw he made a pass on the outside line, like you said on the first restart. Now that he's seen the 0-0 do that, does he give that a shot?
He's got it. That's the mark of a good race car driver, right? You see someone else beat you, then you figure out how they did it, and you just do it back to them. You do it better. You become the master at the move.
As the pace car comes around here, if we get the lights out,
I'm gonna take you
Monte Carlo for me. I don't know what it is for you.
It is a Chevy Monte Carlo. Woo!
Someone bought that on Craigslist for $2,000, probably.
See Michael Rogers back here in this bright pink and black number 11.
Lights out on the pace car here, so we should be getting one to go this time by.
Sponsored by Evercoat Rage Ultra. Out of Raleigh, North Carolina. Get the one to go this time at the line. They'll get all doubled up about, you know, we're about a quarter of the way into this race already, Ricky. It's we said at the top of the show, these laps are going to go quick.
Yeah, they really are. And yeah, we're 25, just about 25 out of 75. Yeah, we're about a quarter of the way through this thing.
Closing it on a third quickly.
Yeah,
Ooh.
we've only been at this for what, like 15 minutes?
I mean, it's going right now. So if you're watching, you gotta share this video right now because this thing could be over by the time your friends and family can tune in. But here we go. Chris Rogers hoping to get a good green flag restart, and look at that spectacular drag race down into one of the 12 cars. Sent it
deep. Oh, the 12. Yeah, my apologies. Drove it deep there, and he's gonna walk away with third position out of that, Joe. Rogers there.
Rogers just absolutely sent it.
Oh, you just saw the 0-0 just kicked out the entire rear end coming off of turn 4 there. Kept it straight. Looks like everything's filtering out single file at the moment.
Well, and remember the 12 and 17 took tires.
Yeah.
On the last caution, so they got fresh Hoosiers on those cars.
Yeah, that's definitely, I think that's going to show here, Joe, as these guys start getting some laps into these cars. You see the 11 of Mike Rogers fending off the 22 back here. Looks like the 11's going to hang on to that, but the white and red 22 was making up a good fight.
The 22?
He's going to fall in line.
Come on, just send it down into that corner. Outbreak them.
Yeah, it's tricky here because you really do need to send it, but the problem is, and you saw in that little sort of 4 cars, that as soon as you send it, you got to check up a lot more than everyone else, and then it just kind of creates this little log jam, and everyone gets into each other, and that's how we get these spin outs. But this top 4, 7 to 12, the 0-0, the 6 have kind of checked out from the rest of the group right now.
And this 6 of Lawson looking fantastic right now with the Valvoline colors on the car.
A little bit of a challenge on the back here. Looks like the 53s to the inside. The 9 of Burner. And he's going to get... No, the 53's not going to get it that time. Looks like the 9's going to hang on, but the 9 is kicking it sideways there. And he's going to pull off, though. And you get a little bit of a logjam up here. The 22 just got to the back of the 11 a little bit. Mike Rogers, that pink 11 car. Looks like he's been struggling a little bit center off, Joe. I keep seeing that 22 get a really big run on him coming off of turn 2. Like that car is not sitting well with him at the moment.
That car looked like maybe it's a little tight coming off the corner.
Yeah, I think that would be a pretty good assessment of it. Or maybe he's just not getting those rear tires gripped up the way he wants. As you see the 22 going to the inside, he's going to make that pass quite smoothly.
Yeah, so give Nick Rogers that 4th place, or 5th place position rather, to move him up into the top 5.
A little further up, Corey Rogers in the 17, Steve Rogers in the 12, been battling for position in the past few laps as we were talking about that. Steve Rogers getting a little bit of distance at the moment, but you kind of see it, the 17 keeps getting a really good run on the straightaways. Almost kind of the same deal that we just saw with the 11.
Yeah, some of these guys look like they're getting really tight off of turn 4, a little bit more than they are off of 2 here.
Yeah, it's really going to be the game here, Joe. With no banking, you really need to make sure that you're rotating the turn. And it's kind of all up to driver input, how you're handling your throttle and braking, where your braking point is, how much wheel you're putting into the car. But you really want, you know, if you're having any issues right now, these guys are going to eat you alive. And you're kind of seeing it with a few of these guys, that they're kind of tightening up, coming center off, like they're not using the exact line that they should be, or maybe something about the way that they're running the turn isn't exactly fitting well with their cars, but they just don't get any speed coming off the turn, then just get chewed up. You see the 11 of Mike Rogers losing another position, it looks like, to the 9 here, but the 9's going to hang on to it.
Michael Rogers now to the outside. That's the 9 car. Michael Berner to the inside, the M3 Technology machine. Be a drag race down the back straightaway here. See who's a little more cowboy going into the corner, a little more cavalier. Looks like it's gonna be that 9 car taking that position away, moving up to 6th.
Yeah, it looks like Berner's gonna hang on to it here. But a little further up front, we're gonna run to something that I don't think we're expected to see so quickly, Joe. Lap traffic. Yeah, 79 of Depure is having some connection issues, it looks like. He's going to let Peter on by here to bring it down pit road, it looks like. But looks like Kyle Lawson was coming up on him fast. I thought he was going to have to start dealing with lap traffic here for a second.
Well, this 6 car is setting a really fast pace right now. Would you be worried, though, about those tires maybe going away a little too quick?
Right now, I don't really know if I would. If that 6 is running the track, he's putting a remarkable pace right now. If he's running the track, you know, if he's getting that car as loose as it possibly can on this racing surface right now, then it's probably going to do better on his cars than some of these guys behind him that are dealing with that little bit of a tight situation. Just on the grounds of how they're running these turns. You know, usually loose is fast around this place. So if you're rotating that car as much as possible, like the 6 is, then you're going to be fast, and at the same time, you're probably going to save that right front a lot more than some of these guys behind you are.
As we've now moved over just over halfway in this race.
Looks like the double zero Chris Rogers had a little bit of a challenge with the 12 for a second, but the 12 had a huge attack from the 17 of Corey Rogers. And Corey Rogers, he kicked that thing out coming off of turn 2. He'll lose a bit of ground.
I was going to say, those rear tires did not hook up that last time off of turn 2.
Yeah, he had a really great run coming in on the 12 going into turn 1 here. Save that, pull it off there, but it looks like he's getting a little ground again on that 12, going, particularly through 1 and 2.
See if he can try to...
79 is back on track. He's going to try to stay out of the way of the racing traffic here. A little tricky going down the backstretch here because really that preferred line is up against the wall, but the lap car, all you can do is just get out of the way as quick as possible. You see the double zero, wow. Double zero, Chris Rogers there accidentally broke it loose trying to get past the 79. He almost spun it.
I was going to say, it looked like he had to slam on the brakes to avoid, you know, spinning out there, and that's not good for the tires either.
Yeah, you know, the 79's not doing anything wrong right now. He's trying to run his own laps right now. He's a few laps down here. 5 laps down right now. But trying to just run his own laps right now. There's only so much you can do in terms of getting out of the way of someone here, because going down those straightaways, there really isn't a ton of space. You don't want to go down low, because as soon as you get to the turn, then you're going to be carrying all the speed at the bottom of the track, and you're going to wash up in front of people. So naturally, the safest place to be if your lap car is up high, but it's just a little difficult with how these guys are running the line right now. They're taking it right up against the wall in the straightaways. They're trying to kind of arc it a little bit in the turns.
Oh, double zero loose
Chris
again.
Rogers, the tires again.
I don't know. We might have got a little help there from that 12 car of Steve Rogers, but
You know, if I was Steve Rogers right now, I'd be putting a little bit of pressure on that double zero. You know that rear end's breaking loose on that car, that purple-orange car. You kind of get in his head a little bit. You might be able to pass him without ever laying a bumper to him.
well, you know, father and son out front of the father right now. That's got to be a.
Yeah, you don't. You don't want your dad following you.
Well, you don't want him passing you either.
That's like the ultimate intimidation tactic. But Corey Rogers to the outside of the 12 of Steve Rogers right now. He's been holding this for about a lap, this side by side as we were talking. And he's going to swap it over, and he's going to go to the inside here. And see if he can make the pass here going through 3 and 4. It looks like the 12's
He's
gonna
there.
hang on to it.
You saw those wheels have to, you saw them kind of jerk left, right. Their car was not settled through the center. It looks like he's going to try to make another charge down the back straightaway, all over the back bumper for this third position. Corey to the inside, Steve on the outside.
And don't look now, Joe, but our leader is coming up on some more lap traffic here with the 11 and 53. The next to fall to this 6 Haviland Ford.
Well, he got just 26.
Ooh, the 79 got very loose coming off of turn 2 there. Had a very big moment and just recovered the car, but he was racing right in front of the 22 Nick Rogers. And, Nick Rogers, Michael Berner touch a little bit trying to get past this car here. Yeah, you see where that black and blue car, where that black and blue 79, he is up on the outside of the groove. In terms of running fast laps, I mean, I can't say he's where he shouldn't be, because he's definitely outside the groove. It's just these guys really do need all of that racing groove.
Well, he's doing a good job of staying out of the way, though, at least. You know, he's not, the 79 crew, they've obviously not had the night that they were looking for in this Schoonover Industries Chevy, but,
And the 6 of Kyle Lawson is trying to pass the 53 of Ryan Rogers, but he's kind of having to deal with these guys. They're putting up a bit of a fight. He's going to clear the 54.
Oh, no!
The 53 is going to hang on to this visit. He doesn't want to go a lap down, because that 6 laps to the 11 here of Mike Rogers, then not going to get a lucky dog or anything. Mike Rogers making a hard charge on the outside, but that's going to give it to the 6 of Kyle Lawson.
And so he gets around that lap traffic relatively quickly. We'll see if these, if Chris, Steve, and Corey Rogers can manage to make their way up to the lead. You saw a little bit of smoke off that right rear tire. They're smoking those rear tires for Chris Rogers off of turn 2 there. Guys, just
back here. The second, third, and fourth all still under a blanket here. Really can't get away from each other. And kind of the same as we left it as last time. Chris Rogers in second, Steve Rogers in third, and then Corey Rogers in fourth here. But the 17 of Corey Rogers gets very loose coming off of turn 4, and he's going to lose a ton of ground to the 12. Looks like Kyle Lawson is coming up on the 79 as well. And 79's just going to let him right on by. But right now, the interesting thing here is that second, third, and fourth here, they're going to have to run up on the 53 of Ryan Rogers and the 11 of Mike Rogers. They're racing side by side right now. So as soon as that double zero catches him, he might be in trouble. He was a 79, another big wiggle off of turn 2. He keeps it composed.
Oof.
Oh, the 11 of Mike Rogers had a big moment there off the turn.
Well, they're not side by side anymore.
They're not side by side anymore, but give them a minute because it seems like they keep finding each other. Every time I think that battle's over, I look back down, they're side by side. But this really isn't what Chris Rogers wants to see, these guys racing each other, because they'll let them by, of course. I'm sure they'll let them by, but the issue is that they're both, A, they're both racing each other, and B, out to 79, there really isn't a ton of racing surface to deal with here. So, two guys kind of shuffling back and forth here is not going to fare well for that double zero.
Well, everything just tightens up so much coming off the corners here. It's...
Oh, we got the 9 of Michael Berner around off of turn 4, and that's going to bring out a caution, Joe.
Oh my goodness, this changes everything, and you know who is screaming over the radio right now?
I think you're going to say the 6 of Kyle Lawson, but the 53 of Ryan Rogers is the first car. Oh, no, he's not, is he? No, Berner brought out the caution, so I don't think Berner would be a lap down. So yes, the 53 of Ryan Rogers, I think gets a lap back here.
Let's see what the caution... 9, let's see what happened.
We got a ton of cars coming down pit road, Joe. Pretty much an entire field, and they are...
Replay of the caution. 9 car just... Those rear tires just not... Again, we talked about it so much tonight, Ricky. Those rear tires not hooking up at the end of the runs. But as you said, everybody coming down pit road.
Oh, not everyone, Joe. 22 of Nick Rogers, who was on the lead lap, staying out here. 22 Drew Value. Car. I don't see a manufacturer on it, so I'm just going to say car. Looks like he's actually going to stay out here just for realsies, Joe. So Nick Rogers is playing a strategy game here. See if he can get some laps led on this. Yo, we're at lap 64 here, Joe. We're got TWV 10 to go in 1 lap.
Well, and when we're at 10 to go, means we're going to have a single file restart too. So that's going to shake things up a little bit too.
Yeah, I don't know if that's really, you know, that really doesn't hurt a lot of these guys, because I think, I don't think there's really much difference between dive bombing it from the bottom and dive bombing it from the top, as long as you're dive bombing it.
All pace
And
car
the
lights
got the pace car.
go off.
Actually, my apologies. This is 11 to go, so they're going to get the 1 to go here at our TWB 10 to go. Lap 65 out of 75 right now, so 11 laps left. Math is hard when you're counting laps.
Well, you know, 2 engineers up in the booth. We should be able to do it, Ricky.
I was trained to have a calculator in my hand at all times.
Same. The guy that looks like he might have been using that computer strategy tonight, Nick Rogers, has gotten the lead here on a pitch strategy. This will be our 10 to go, as well as our... Here, they're getting double filed up. We're gonna allow this 53 to go around, get his lap back.
Quick, Joe, you only got 30 seconds to do it.
This is our TWB 10 to go. Presented by GardenLightsDirect.com. That's GardenLightsDirect.com. From porches to patios to more. Visit GardenLightsDirect.com for all your outdoor and, you know, probably indoor lighting needs. That's GardenLightsDirect.com. Thanks to TWB. That was your TWB 10 to go here at Daytona, and getting ready to go back green flag racing. Well, they call it a shootout, and this is why they do it, Ricky. Short race, short run to the end, green flag, we're back racing from Daytona.
I guess because it wasn't technically 10 to go yet, they did double file here. You see Kyle Lawson getting a hard charge off the turn.
Oh, 22 really loose.
Give it back to the 6 of Kyle Lawson. Now, can he hang on to this?
Well, and the battle's on right now for second. Chris Rogers, he's going to get that position back, so move the 00 up to second. In third, now the 17 as the battle's on for fourth. Oh, contact!
12 is around in turn 2, and he's going to collide.
Oh, and that's going to bring out another yellow, Ricky.
Are we going to have enough to make it to the end here?
We're going to get one more restart, I believe.
Oof.
Well, you saw it the first time, so let's go to our expensive helicopter cam here for a replay of this incident. battling for the 4th position. Steve Rogers on the outside, Nick Rogers on the inside.
Yeah, it's that 10 to go shuffle there, Joe. These guys were running close. Steve Rogers hit the wall a little bit coming off of turn 2, and they touched doors a little bit going down the straightaway. And then Nick Rogers just set it in. Steve tried to arc the turn.
Well, we'll
Just
see.
2 very different lines there.
We'll see what happens here, Ricky, but oh man. This is gonna be, this 00 is about to make a run here. He's gonna have to, right? We're gonna probably be going back green 2 or 3 laps to go, you'd have to assume. And that's gonna, whoo, buddy, so these guys, you're gonna see them do things that I don't think they do normally.
Yeah, I really think we're gonna see something crazy here. Looking at this field right now, we saw this 00 Chris Rogers earlier in the race pull that off. That outside line, just a hard charge there, right at the end. A hard charge there for that outside line, and it paid off for him. Can he do it right at the end here?
He's gonna,
Same position, pretty much same tires as earlier. You know, they only ran maybe 5 or 6 laps on these.
well, in single file restart here too, Ricky. That's, I don't know. I would want to try to get to the inside. We've seen that inside. It's the strong way. You really want to wrap this yellow line here and those tires as much as you can. So I would think that's the move. There's pace car lights going off. So we'll be going back green flag next time. Single file. We're under 10 to go. So we're going to go single file for this restart. And that's really going to pose a new challenge to these drivers in the closing stages of this race. 3 laps to go when we go green next time by. Or this time by, rather.
And the way it looks like we're going to be starting this, Kyle Lawson will be leading, Chris Rogers will be second, Corey Rogers in 17 third, Ryan Rogers in 4th in the 53, made a hard charge back. Steve Rogers in the 12 will be starting 5th, if that stays. I think it should stay. The 11 of Mike Rogers in 7th.
We're green, Ricky. We're green, and everything's changing.
I thought they had one more.
No, we're green.
Well,
Lawson gets out to the lead. Battles on for second. 17 of Corey Rogers to the inside of Chris Rogers. They're side by side off of turn 4 for that second position. They're still side by side. I was about to say give the spot to the 17, but he couldn't get it there, Ricky.
yeah, and this is exactly what Kyle Lawson wants to see. Is 17 is not going to be able to pull it off. 00 is going to get that run coming into the turn. He's only got 4 more turns to make this. And, oh, the 22 goes around, the 11 goes around. No caution, we are still green.
White flag one more time for Nick Lawson to close the deal here in the Excel Racing Shootout. One final set of corners for this number 6 Valvoline modified. Here he comes off of turn number 4. Nick Lawson wins it at Daytona. What a race, Ricky.
A bit of a slugfest right at the end there, huh?
So in a race that was 66% Rogers, Kyle Lawson wins it. Right now, Mr. Lawson.
And then go back, just take a look at that wreck with 2 to go, Joe. It looks like 53 of Ryan Rogers had a moment coming off of turn 2, and that let the 11 and 22 catch him. They basically enter turn 3 wide. 53 and the 22 just got together. That sent the 22 sliding into the 11. So very tough situation there for the 11 of Mike Rogers, who really did kind of end up on the bad end of that deal.
Get you a replay of that real quick. Happened here. So here's the replay of that incident coming to the white flag. Yeah, the 22 comes down, makes contact with the right front of the 53, gets out into the 11. And no caution there. Officials wanting to let this race play out at the end. We're going to get you your post-race results. We're going to interview our top three, Kyle Lawson, Chris Rogers, and Corey Rogers. Here, get you the results on your screen. But what a fantastic race, Ricky. Short track racing action at its finest.
Yeah, absolutely. And not a lot of lead changes here as I saw, but sometimes that's a thing that you got to deal with. That 6 of Kyle Lawson just dominated this race. 22 of Nick Rogers should be commended, though, for that very brave strategy play at the end there.
You had to try something, you know. That's what you got to do in racing sometimes. You got to take a big swing at it to try to see what you can do, and just it wasn't enough tonight to get a solid finish. You saw that contact on the last lap there. So our top three, will be getting them into the booth here in a second. Get the results on your screen first. Top three in here. All right, there you go. Results on your screen now. Gonna get ready to interview our top three. We're gonna go third to first tonight, Ricky. I think that's the plan here. We'll bring them in. Driver of the number 17 Sunburst Tree Expert Chevy, Corey Rogers. What a race. What a race. We saw you battling. You got put in the wall early on. We were able to rally back to a third-place finish.
Yeah, it was a very exciting race, and I'm thankful that didn't take me out of the contentions of running the rest of the race, getting stuffed by my uncle there. No harm, no foul. It's a part of racing.
Yeah, are you? Oh, come on, be honest with us. You were a little angry when that happened, right? Come on.
I was getting a little out of ease, I would say.
Okay.
Following him for, I would say, about half the race. He's the one driver I did want to pass after that incident.
Always a little extra motivation, but we saw you came down under that. It was the second or third yellow, came down, got tires, and were able to kind of make your way back through the field. We heard before the race that tires were going to be a big deal. You were one of the two guys that actually, took tires before everybody else came that last time, or everyone came that last time. Were the tires that big of a difference maker for you on that middle run?
Honestly, I don't think so. I think if I could have replayed it and gone back, I think I would have taken the track position.
Well, Corey, again, third place finish tonight. Congratulations. Awesome run. Before we let you go, you got this third place finish, so it's your time to shine. Thank all those beautiful sponsors and all the people back home.
I first want to thank you guys at JoeTowNetwork for hosting and broadcasting. You guys do a great job. I also got to thank Andrew at Tracks Connection for all the work he does on the tracks. They come out beautiful, and they're great to run with these guys. Project Short Tracks, all the great tracks he produces for us. I got to thank Excel Network, excelracing.net, for giving us a chance to run on TV and hosting us every week and week out. Dano, Dano started the series way before I even joined Excel, but man, what a hell of a guy. He painted up cars. He helped us with the track setups, car setups, anything we needed. That guy was always there for us. And, it's sad to see him gone. Also, Chris Rogers, my cousin, for, putting up with us every week and making sure we have cars painted. And I'm sure he's got a lot of stress on his hands, with Dano gone, painting cars and running the series. But he does a terrific job, and I can't thank him enough.
Oh, Corey, I think we echo everything you just said, and thanks for the compliments up here tonight. Third place finish, congratulations. Great way to start your season. Good luck.
Thank you, guys. You guys have a great night. Thank you for everything you do.
Thanks, Corey. It's Corey Rogers, driver of the number 17 Sunburst Tree Experts Chevy. Moving on, Ricky, we're going to bring in our second place finisher, lead admin, owner of Excel Racing. Finished second on the night. I'm sure he wanted to get one spot better when we were talking to him before the race. Chris Rogers, driver of the number 00, Captain Ralph's Seafood Safari Chevy. Chris, was there anything you could do to get by that 6 car?
Nah, Kyle was pretty much a class of the field tonight. He was really quick in practice. My car, I just couldn't get it to rotate the center, and anytime it did rotate the center, it was just too loose off the corner to really do anything. There was nothing I could do. We got that last restart, and I knew I was going to roll the dice and take a gamble shooting to the outside, hoping maybe it would stick. It didn't. I almost gave second up to Corey, but I was able to rebound up off the corner on the last lap and bring the Captain Ralph's Seafood Safari Chevrolet home in the second place. So I can't complain much about that.
Yeah, so I want to expand on 2 things you just said there. So first thing you said earlier, lack of grip. Was it the rear tires burning off? What was that lack of grip? Because it looked like the rear ends were just really unstable tonight.
Yeah, I started to burn the right rear off the car. When we got that long green flag run, probably the car started to come in about lap 15 or so, and then it started to go away at about 25 into the run. It just started to heat the right rear tire up, and it was getting way too loose.
All right, and then that move at the end, we saw you got side by side with Corey, and I think that was kind of where, the wheels fell off the wagon for any shot at winning. So sounds like you'd want to maybe try something different. What would you try different?
Honestly, I would make the same move again. I probably just wouldn't bury it in the first turn as hard as I did. And and I tried to stay along Kyle. Because I knew if I would have ran in the corner behind him, I possibly would have taken a shot from behind and getting turned around. And if I didn't get a good launch off the corner, I probably would have followed just Kyle back to the flag, just like I did.
Well, before we let you go, at first I want to say thank you so much for having us out here. We know you got a lot on your plate this year with Excel Racing, and we're really excited to come back out later on this year. But you got the second place finish. This is your time to shine. Thank all those sponsors and everyone back home.
All right. First and foremost, I just want to thank you and Ricky for coming out here and putting this on for us. We really appreciate all the hard work that you did. We really appreciate you teaming up with us. I want to thank Phil Lacasse for actually recommending you guys to us. I really appreciate that. We're definitely going to work with you guys in the future. We definitely have some stuff lined up. So look forward to hearing from us again. I got to thank all of my guys. My guys here at Excel Racing. A lot of guys have been here with me, for 10, 11 years, pretty much since I've been over here. I came over here at the tail end of 2008, and I've been here ever since as a driver, and then as a series admin, and then as the eventual owner. But I feel my guys are the best. We have some really good racing over the years. Night after night, week after week, month after month, year after year, and everything that we run. And we run everything from all the short track series. We're getting ready to start our Super Speedway series tomorrow night, so that should be pretty cool. We run dirt 55s on the figure 8 tracks. We run the wheel modified you've seen, the regular elite models, the street stocks, the Hooters Pro Cup series, the Danielskins Pro Cup series, which we're running now. So we're big average short track drivers here, but we also enjoy doing the big tracks also. I got to thank Andrew over at Track Connection. Andrew hooks us up with some file hosting for tracks and some mods. And when we were running the dirt cars, Andrew was putting out some killer dirt tracks for us. So I appreciate everything that he's done for us. And even though it's not around and he's not around, I have to thank Dano with Dano Skins. A lot of people know him as Dan Yeager. Dano was a big part of this league. He was a co-founder back in the beginning stages of 2007 with founder Jim Melton, and they pretty much formed what we have here today. Dano took care of all the graphic work. He did all the Winners magazine covers, and he painted at one time. He painted probably 95 to 97% of the cars out there. Unfortunately, we lost Dano back in July of 2018, and there was a big hole missing here at Excel when we lost Dano. We did end up shutting down for a short time, but I think it was a needed shutdown for everybody to kind of regroup and rebound. And when I announced that we were coming back, everybody was on board. They came right back. I'll be here. I'll be there. I'll be there. And everybody said the same thing. Dano would want us to race. Dano would want us to keep racing. He wouldn't want the wheels to get dusty. He wanted us to keep racing. So, we miss him. We love him. We think about him. We think about him all the time. So, a lot of this wouldn't have happened without him. And we just try to continue his legacy here. And like I said, we think about him constantly, and we miss him dearly. And then I got to thank all of my real car sponsors tonight. The car that I ran tonight is my real crate modified. I race at Riverhead Raceway. I got Captain Ralph Seafood Safari, Maggio Environmental S&P Carding, Peconic Gold Oysters, Bagel Lovers of Patchogue, Huntington Bay Dental, Big Cat Premium Electric Bicycles, Stevens 112 Ford of Smithtown, MS Packaging and Supply Company, and a big thank you to my mother and father for allowing me to do this and continue racing.
Oh, Chris, I think we echo all the thanks that you just had to all the guys here at Excel, to Dano, and again, thanks for having us out. Congratulations on the second place finish to start off this year. Good luck at Riverhead too. That's got to be a fun time out there, and good luck as this season goes on. Can't wait to see what's next.
Yeah, thank you. I greatly appreciate it. Again, thank you guys again, and congratulations to Kyle Lawson. Losing to Kyle's no slouch. Kyle's one of the best drivers we have here, night after night, and anything that he gets in. So, like I said, finishing the second to him, it's Kyle's definitely no slouch.
All right, buddy. Have a great night. Have a good season.
Thank you, guys.
Chris Rogers, driver number 00, Captain Ralph Seafood Safari Chevy tonight, and now it's the main event. It's the end. It's your winner. Bringing him down into the booth, Kyle Lawson, driver of the number 6, Valvoline Ford out of Ohio. Kyle, sounds like you had the field covered tonight. I mean, it looked like it. Did you feel like you had the field covered tonight?
Once I got a good restart on Chris, and I could see that the outside groove would run pretty good on the restarts and stuff, I felt like I had a really good chance of being able to clear either the inside or the outside guy. And once you get cleared at a track like this, they're fighting for position. You can just set sail.
Yeah, well, at the start of the race, you really used that outside line to be able to grab the lead. You started on the front row. When you were able to do that, were you worried if you got a couple different restarts? I mean, we saw Chris was able to get it done on you one time on one of those restarts, and then you were able to get the lead back. When you knew that you were able to do it, were you kind of worried about guys maybe figuring that out later on in the race?
Yeah, I was kind of worried about after the long green flag run we had there. I was worried about guys kind of figuring out where they stood and where they could run. Obviously, the more laps you get battling, your limits. And I was out there just cruising at that point. So I didn't know where they were standing. So the tail end there, it was anybody's game. And then you come off the bottom sideways one time, and that's when Chris was able to get it done on me. And just didn't have enough time to recover before that caution come out.
Well, I know you're a multi-time champion here at Excel Racing, but I have a feeling that you probably have the same emotions or feelings when you see a caution come out when you have a big lead. So I'm assuming you've had a couple in your time here racing, but take the viewers at home through that. What's that like when you have a big lead and then one of those cautions comes out with, 15 laps to go?
Yeah, with 15 to go, I mean, it's a pit strategy game. Luckily, we had a long green flag run there, so I had a good feeling most guys were going to take 4. So I went ahead and put 4, but most of the time I'm the gambler. I'll throw 2 on it, make sure I come out the leader, and then obviously make them pass you. I mean, that's the name of the game. They might be just as fast as you, but can they get the outside to work or can they get the inside to work? But no, it's definitely 15 to go. All bets are off. You know, what I mean, if someone can get you, they're going to get you. You know, what I mean, I got a little worried there on the last restart when I seen Corey Rogers dive to the inside. I had a little push in the center of the corner, had Chris on the outside, and I was thinking to myself, oh man, we're going to come off turn 3 wide, and we're going to head down on turn 3, and we'll see who survives turn 3. But luckily, I was able to get the bike coming off the corner and clear Corey on the inside, and then ended up clearing Chris because he didn't know where we all staggered in. So I think he kind of took it easy to make sure we didn't wad him up in front of the whole field there.
Well, Kyle, 8 poles last season got you in this race, and you paid it off with the win tonight. Before we let you go, this is your moment to shine. Thank all the people at home. Thank all the sponsors on the car.
Yeah, the big sponsors I'd like to thank. I don't know if Dano's on this car or not, but Dano used to paint all my cars at Dano Skins, and now I got Chris painting my cars for me. So it's you know, I mean, it's bittersweet on that one. So shout out to Dano Skins, and then Track Connection for all the stuff that he does. Andrew over there, all the stuff he does for us, and I'd like to thank you guys mainly for having us on and putting on the show for us.
Yeah, we appreciate that. We echo that. Check out all these guys. These guys are going to have some great races. You can go to excelracing.net to find out more. Kyle, congratulations on the win tonight. Good start to the season. Best start you can get to a season. And good luck as the months and days start clicking on.
Yeah, thank you. I need it. We're going to go after more wins and more poles. Hopefully we can make it in next year.
Hey, that's the goal. Kyle Lawson, driver number 6. Thanks, buddy. And Ricky, that's going to conclude it from us here from Daytona. Victory Lane, Battle at the Beach, Bash at the Beach, whatever it's called. Bash at the Beach just always sounds better, honestly. You got Bash sounds better than Battle at the Beach. But Ricky, I'm going to get you. I got you. Words,
Yeah,
3.
you got me.
3 about the race.
Yeah, I could do it in 1.
Do it.
Dominance.
Yeah.
Kyle Lawson just absolutely dominated this race here tonight. And it was a great time. Fantastic short track racing, but he just put on a clinic here. That was great to see. Really fun time today. I really enjoyed it.
It was a great time tonight. We all of us here at JTN so appreciative. Chris Rogers, all the guys at Excel Racing for having us out tonight. Really appreciate it. I mean, this has been Chris got to us back, I think it was in December. It was before the new year, about coming out and broadcasting. So this thing has been in the works for them for a while, in the works for us for a while. I'm just so happy that finally got to do it. It was a fun race. It was an awesome race. Short track at Daytona. It's a unique race, and it's just something different here at JTN. I'm smiling ear to ear right now, Ricky, but really appreciative of these guys bringing us out tonight, and it was a heck of a time. Got anything else, Ricky?
No, I think you said it all.
See, I always take all of Ricky's pizzazz, all his moxie, but for all of us here at JTN, thank you so much for watching. We'll have links down in the description of the video. If you're watching it on replay, if you're watching it live, you missed out on some of those links. They'll be down there in a couple minutes. I'm gonna get them all squared away here. Really appreciate you guys tuning in tonight on another Monday night. We'll be back at you next live Saturday night Knoxville for the Dirt Derby for the USORL. That's going to be a fun time. Heat races, so we'll have a special start time there. But for all of us at JTN, for Bristol, our producer back in the truck, also our camera dog, of course, for Ricky Collette, I've been Joe Towansky. Thank you so much for tuning in to JTN. Make sure you spread peace, love, and happiness to all those that cross your path. Have a wonderful rest of your Monday, a fantastic rest of your week, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.